Hello. Oh, wooga! Hi, Danny. Thank you, stud. Hello, everyone. I forgot to take my floaties today. I'll do that when I get up to pee. Hi, divas. Broken Abyss, thank you for the 74-month resub. Hi, Ruba. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, Sweet Pea. What's up, Ruba? Guys, it's getting pretty fucking, clean in here. Look. The blankets are for the dogs. We're gonna get them it's a little, it makes it look so untidy though. So we're gonna get like a doggy bed. So Ruby doesn't like beds. She rarely lays on these, but she has been lately. She likes to just lay on the floor. But Soda loves a little bed, so I'm getting him a little dog bed. That way it's not just a bunch of blankets thrown on the ground, even though they love them because they smell like us. They're our old blankets. But anyway, yeah, hello Meta J. Hi Mel. Like I said, Danny, I'm trying to be nicer so you can kiss my ass. Kiss however many asses you want. I posted ass to my close friend story and then Twitter, and I forgot Danny was on there, so it's just a bunch of gay dudes and Danny who all saw my ass, and Danny kissed it. There's a lot of real estate to be kissing, so I appreciate it. I love it. I love it. I'm fun for all walks of life. I'm a good time. Hello Mel. Hello Nico. How you doing? Hello Damien. Hello Danny. Hello, hello. Hello Broken Abyss. Hi big man. Me? Hope you had a wonderful gay birthday. I did. Yeah, but like it's ass. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Whine about it? Not you. You could whimper. Anyway, hello Huntober. Hello, hello. I bet nobody here has a fat ass. Nope. Sorry. Gotta keep it moving. Bud! Oh, hi. You gonna shower? Buddy boy! Is that my little Soda? He's gonna lay. We got him stairs for the bed.
We're gonna get him a
and
bed
he knows.
in here.
Yeah, I told them already that we're gonna. They love the blankets, but it's time to tidy up. And I showed off your handiwork.
That's so brave of you. Wow, you're gonna clean up the room? Yeah, I guess it is.
Dallas has been organizing my room, cleaning my room. It's really just taking clothes and sorting them, so that way I can go through them. It's relatively uninteresting, but I have ADHD,
The interesting part
OCD.
is you found a bunch of fucking clothes that both of us could have been wearing for 2 years.
Yeah. So he's been helping me, and it's been really sweet. And that was like my Christmas present, basically, was he was gonna do this eventually. So he's been doing it. He'll do like a full day of it, and then every few days pass, he'll do another chunk of the room. But I would say we're like 75% done. This dresser is really the biggest thing to tackle, and then the closet. So we're doing really good. I say we, but it's really just me, like, me having like a minor panic attack because I'm ashamed of the mess, and I just like sit here as he takes stuff out while I work and stuff. I got Panda Express today. I ordered rice and chow mein, but they just gave me all chow mein, which I'm not complaining because I like it. But I also like the rice, but that's okay. And I got the bigger plate because I'm trying to be a big boy. And then I got so I got basically orange chicken. I've been eating it already. Orange chicken, another little pint of a cup of orange chicken, and then I got another orange chicken, another medium side of orange chicken because it's just so fucking good. It's like the best. Ooh, I've been really craving it lately. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna be munching on this while we chat today. Now, Alyssa. I'm trying to drink a lot of water because I drank 2 days in a row. So I'm trying to make up for it. Thankfully, I haven't been hungover. I was very nervous because I had like 5 cocktails on Thursday because it was an open bar. Anyway. Hello, Joshua. Hello. Let me keep doing the rounds here. Hello, Alan. Jargon, 440 stream streak. Hello, Benji. How are you? And Jargon, thank you for the 85-month resub. Mel, 111-month resub. Thank you. Hello, Staravia. Baby Tortuga. They're putting creatine in the LA water. Can they put a fucking some other good shit in there? BCAAs or whatever the fuck is in pre-workout. Dude, I've been drinking pre-workout lately for the first time in my life. And like part of it is like you feel almost like tingling because it's like stimulating your nerves so like you can like lift heavier and you have more energy. Oh my god, like it literally feels like little Dallas calls it like dancing ants. Just and it's like so crazy. And like if you itch yourself, like if you just are like scratching, oh my god, it is crazy. Like just like gentle scratching because like all your nerve endings are being stimulated. Like it literally feels so good. Like bitch, if I I already picked my scalp. It is dangerous to make it feel even better. But anyway, but yeah, the pump is fucking crazy, especially on chest day. Do you feel your heart expanding? Like the Grinch, bitch. Like the Grinch. Yeah, I hope you guys have been well. Thanks for stopping by today. I've missed you. Been very busy. Thankfully, I didn't have as much work to do this week, but I had a lot of plans, and I have plans again tomorrow. Busy bee. But yeah, it was nice because I got to really like enjoy my birthday. I haven't done anything really for my birthday. Well, that's not true. We went to Lorde yesterday, but so my actual birthday was May 14th on Thursday, and I made notes of everything I want to talk about today, so we're gonna go through. So May 14th was the pre-screening premiere, and then there was that after party afterward for Ross's new show, Gamoverse, a Glitch production. Yes, I turned 29, and I'm excited. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you very much. And yeah, so Ross's show is finally out, Gamoverse, and I know many people that have been a part of making it. They have been working on it for years and years and years. And I am just so proud of him. I remember in 2016 and 2017 staying at Ross's house, watching him draw the model sheets for all the characters for the very first time. He created like a mock pilot that is so different from like what finally made it out 10 years ago. Like I've seen, I was there at like some of the beginning stages for this project, and I loved hearing him talk about all of his big ideas for it, and I just knew it was going to be a hit, and I'm very happy for him. I'm very proud for him. That it was great. Last year he showed me the animatic for it. He had a party last year, and it was really cool to like see. It had a lot of voice acting in it, which was really cool. And so now I got to see the final, like, fully animated. Like, it's up on YouTube for free. You can watch it on the Glitch YouTube channel. And it looked amazing. It looked absolutely amazing. So good. And I know many friends of mine were storyboard artists on it. And I know how hard they worked and how many long hours they worked to get it done. And I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy for everyone involved. So that was really cool. So they held it at just like an AMC, but there were a lot of people there. A lot of people from my past, which was very cool because I hadn't seen a lot of these people in 10 years. Because last time I saw them was like 2016, some of them, maybe 2017. And then I didn't really travel to LA much in 2018 and 19 because I was depressed, very broke. I literally was like living off of, I would get like maybe like $200 a month from people that like didn't delete their Twitch subscriptions, even though I wasn't streaming because my computer was broken. I wanted to kill myself. So, so thank you if you were still subscribed to me, even though I didn't stream for like a year in that time period. You are the reason why I was able to pay for therapy, and I owe you everything. And it's why I'm still here. So, and my Ubers to therapy because I couldn't drive. My dad would pick me up, but because I would be done when he was done with work and it was on his way home. But just thank you for that. But yeah, it was crazy. And then COVID. So I wasn't in LA for a really long time, and that's where a lot of these people lived. And then once I moved here, a lot of them no longer live here because it's been so long. You know, a lot of the things that people were doing, they could just do anywhere, and LA gets so expensive. You know, so it was just very cool. I got to see obviously Ross, which was great, and Aaron was there, who I hadn't seen in a really long time. It was good to see him. My friend Adriana Figueroa, old school YouTuber and streamer. We've known each other since like 2014, probably, going to PAX Prime and PAX East back in the day. And I hadn't seen her in a really long time, and it was just so great to like really get to catch up with people that like I always felt were very genuine, because I met a lot of people, and you know, I'm not expecting everybody to want to be everybody's best friend. Like I don't take many people like not keeping in touch with me personally, because like I don't keep in touch with everybody. Life moves on. But there were always people at events that like made an effort to come talk to me first, and I always took note of that, and it always made me feel really good, especially because I was so young, to like have people that were kind and sweet to me and like didn't treat me like shit, because there were a lot of people that did, and I don't speak to them anymore. And it took me a really long time to realize that they were not kind to me and kind of bullies, you know. So people like Adriana, it was very cool to see her and catch up. We talked so much. I honestly felt even closer talking to her after all these years than I did back in the day, because I just feel like we both lived so much life and we had so much to catch up on, and we have so much more in common than we thought. So that was really cool. And she's still out here, I think. I don't remember what neighborhood, but I'd like to catch up with her as well. It was just really cool. Kryken was there, and Kryken was telling me that he found out recently that he's like the 6th person to ever get partnered on YouTube, ever. And he was like, yeah, it was like 2009 or something like that, 2008. And I was thinking, and he and I are the same age. And that was something we kind of bonded on back in the day when we would do like Maker Studios stuff. with like Polaris and the game station and stuff, because we were both the same age, and people were like, how the hell are you not like 30? Because we just were both like very, mature for our age, I guess, mentally. So that was always very cool to like talk to him and stuff. Excuse me. And I ran into him yesterday, and I talked to him for a little bit, and then I got pulled away, and then we were both in line for drinks, and we had a really nice catch-up conversation at the after party, and it was just really cool. He called me huge, which was the first huge of the night. Hello, Zeph. It was the first of many "you're huge," which was it's always so nice to hear, because I just don't think of myself in that way typically, especially because I've got like body dysmorphic problems and stuff, and I just still think of myself as like twink thin, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not something that made me feel confident. So which is crazy, because I'm almost 220 pounds. I'm literally like, I'm like just a few pounds shy of being 100 pounds heavier than I was when I started like working out and stuff, which is insane. But yeah, my brain doesn't make me think that. So it was very cool for like people who have not seen me since I was basically a kid. Last time I saw a lot of people was like, I was like 19, which is like legally an adult, but I still felt young at the time, especially because so many of my friends were in their late 20s and 30s as well. But yeah, it was cool to see, for me to like reintroduce myself almost to a lot of these people as a grown man who is I've been out for 10 years. Like, I was a baby gay the last time I saw a lot of them, and I just like, I really come to my own as just a full grown adult gay man. And that was really, really nice. It was really nice. I wasn't expecting, I was nervous, honestly. I was very nervous. I was telling a lot of my friends, because I was just like, I haven't seen some of these people in so long. Like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't even know if they like remember me. And it was very sweet. I had a lot of people tell me that like they honestly weren't sure if they were going to go, because like they wanted to support Ross, but they, everyone there is an artist in some way, whether it be like drawing or music or video editing or whatever, acting, voice acting. Everyone is artists. We're all some type of neurotic. I bonded with like 5 different people about being ADHD, autism, OCD, all that shit. So they were like, I didn't really know anyone. I wasn't sure if I was going to go, but I saw you on the guest list, and I was like, I gotta go, because I know that at least I'll be able to like talk to Jimmy. And that like really, like, I had a couple people tell me that, and that really like made me feel amazing, because I feel that way a lot about them as well. And it's just nice to know the impact that you have on people, even if you don't think you do. Because I don't know. I don't want to get too big of a head or anything like that in life. I try to be confident, but I try not to overextend that. But it made me feel good, because I really try my best to be kind to everyone that deserves it. And cordial to those who don't, because I try to take the high road, even though there's plenty of people that I love to fucking just drag, and maybe someday, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it to just like focus on the negative, especially when there's just so much positive. Maybe not in the grand scheme of things, but I have a lot of that to be thankful for. So yeah. And I only spoke to like Aaron and Ross briefly at the beginning, because they were talking to everybody that arrived, because Aaron is a voice actor on the show, head writer, I believe head writer on Gamoverse, along with Ross. Like they're like some of the pillars of the show. So they had like, there was 120 people there. They had to say hi to 120 people. So I just was like, hey, how are you? I'll talk to you later. And towards the end, before I left, I did another round of saying goodbye to people, and I went up to both of them, and I just was just like, thank you so much for being so sweet to me back in the day, because it's very easy to not be. It's very easy to not be, and especially getting like the opportunity to be on the Game Grumps channel so many times. I got a lot of my audience from that. Many of you are still here today. A lot of my closest friends found me through like Pepsi Man and Metopia and stuff. So a lot of good in my life came from that. And that was kind of the first like group of people that, and I don't really talk to a lot of them anymore. Not by choice, just by, you know, life. But I've been really trying to reconnect now that I live in LA. It's just like Ross has literally been making a TV show. So I like see his Instagram stories where he's just like, I'm working, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna be like, want to get lunch? Like, that bitch is drawing. I'll let him be. I'll let him reach out when he's free. But it was really like some of the first times in doing YouTube that I felt like people were finding me and liking me for me. They weren't just subscribing to me because like I'm friends with someone they like more, and I'm just kind of like an afterthought. Like I don't know if this is ever true, but I don't have anything obviously against like the Hidden Block boys, all great people, but when we were doing that, because I was so young, and like there were some nasty people that were clearly, now I look back, I'm like, oh, you were just jealous because you were like in your mid-20s, boring as fuck, trying so hard to make fucking game reviews, and here I am at 15 hitting 100,000 subscribers because the people can clock a gag. Like like they see what's up, they see the star potential, and you're just like, but at the time I was just like, damn, I don't deserve anything I have. And it, like, I really had like no self-esteem, and it was never like my actual friends that were telling me this. It was like people on like the Hidden Block forums that we have, which like is crazy. But it's really tough to hear that from people who are older than you when you're younger, because you just assume everyone older than you, their opinion is valid. And then you get to that age and you're like, what kind of deranged person says something like that about a 15-year-old? Like, it's so crazy. Even at 20, when I was almost 10 years ago, I would never even think that, ever. Sure, there's people on the internet that are young that I have the misfortune of appearing on my For You page that I'm like, this kid is so annoying, but I just block and move on. But, you know, so anyway, basically, whenever I did Hidden Block, I was like, wow, I'm like everyone's sixth favorite person on this website of 6 people. And I don't know how true that was, but I certainly felt it all the time. And so when I started working more with like the Game Grumps guys and being on that channel and stuff, I was introducing myself to a lot of new people, and we did Pepsi Man like 2 months after I had just come out, so I really felt like totally uninhibited by my baggage, and I just got to like really be like my true self for the first time on the internet, and like just like unapologetically like myself, and talking about gay stuff and not feeling shame for it, and it really connected with a lot of people. And so I'm forever grateful for those opportunities, because it's, you know, I still have people that watch me today that are like, I found you through that, and that is like the most meaningful to me. Like, obviously, anyone who's been watching me for, like, I have people that have been watching me from my Sonic YouTube videos that I made in 6th grade. Shout out Meta J, you are one of them. And, like, all of that means a lot to me. But it's especially meaningful to people, when people tell me that they found me through those series, just because, like, those are the ones that I'm, like, I felt like I was, like, being fully myself. And, like, you know, the Pokemon Sun and Moon video, Style Savvy, like, those are all videos that I made being out, and I really got to like be myself in those. And Stardew Valley, so it means a lot to have so many of you still here. And I just was getting feeling very nostalgic on Thursday, and it wasn't my birthday party. It was my birthday, but it was not my party. It was not my event. I did have many people come up to me and tell me happy birthday, and I kept joking, like, I'm like, well, you know, I'm just really trying not to pull focus. It's, you know, it's Ross's night. But a lot of people did come up and tell me happy birthday, including the odd ones out, who I I met once years ago, and it was like probably 2018, like really long time ago, because he was doing like a live show with Ross, and they were in New York, so I went, and I met Jaden Animations there as well, and Domix. And I was like, I felt so like I don't belong here, like I'm not gonna. But I remember being like, oh, we share a birthday. I didn't really know too much about him, I just knew who he was. And I was like, oh, we share a birthday, and we're both named James, because back in the day people would always tweet like all the fucking YouTubers that they followed that had a May 14th birthday, they tag us all. And I was like, oh, people tag me all the time on my birthday because we have the same birthday. And I think he was like so like just in his head before the show that it like didn't even register what I was talking about. And also like, okay, weirdo. But I was just like, I'm not like a stan like that. Like, I'm not a creep. I'm, you know, whatever. So I just kind of was like, that guy probably thinks I'm fucking weird or whatever. Jaden Animations added me as a friend on Pokemon Go that day. I don't think she has any idea I exist, because I ran into her multiple times and keeps to herself, which she's allowed to. Yeah, I just don't think she knows I exist. But anyway, so on Thursday, my friend Nicole, I don't know how she knows Odd Ones Out, but she does, and she was just like, oh my god, it's Jimmy's birthday too, and he was like, oh my god, no way. And literally for like and then I was like, oh, and yeah, we're both named James, blah, blah, blah. And like literally for the rest of the night, he would like, if we ran into each other, he'd be like, happy birthday. And like if he was talking to somebody and I was nearby, he'd be like, it's Jimmy's birthday too. So I was like, oh, okay, we're friends. And to me, and then as he was leaving, he was like, are you an artist or whatever? And I told him everything I do, and I dropped, I work for Trisha Paytas, which I don't do very often, because I don't want it to be like I'm name dropping, but I'm very proud to work for her. And I did talk about Trish a lot to a lot of people, and I'll get to that in a minute, because she's the fucking coolest person ever. But and it is very fun to just like casually be like, yeah, I do work for the most famous person in America. And so many people are like, oh my god, she just showed up on Hacks, I love her. I was just like, clock it, she was on Broadway. Yeah, and she was on Euphoria and Broadway. Like, she is taking over the world right now. And so it was just cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever see him again at something, but if I do, I'll be sure to say hello. So it was nice to know, like, oh, okay, I got like a reintroduction to this person who is very talented person, and very sweet too. So that was very nice. Sorry, I'm trying to eat this before it gets cold. Thank you, Scott Mimikyu, for the 69 months. Thank you, Clefable, for the 50. Thank you. So at the after party, I was in line for the buffet with Nicole, because she worked on the show, she was there. And I looked next to me, and it's fucking Grant Kirkhope, like composer of Banjo-Kazooie. And I was just like, you're fucking awesome, by the way. And like literally so modest, like, oh, thank you. Literally worked on Gamoverse, did the music for the episode, like part of the crew, you know, and was like gobsmacked that anyone knew who he was, which was so fucking crazy, just so sweet. And we both talked to him for a few minutes before somebody like started talking to him too. We're like, we'll just, you know, not gonna bother him. He did that dun 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 dun, that song that kind of drives you crazy, but it is my favorite fucking shiny hunting song ever. He's awesome. He's so awesome, and just like so down to earth and nice. He was just like, oh, thank you. Like, I can't believe someone knows who I am. And I was just like, bruh, you're a legend. But yeah, and he was like, yeah, I did the music for the show. And I remember when Ross was showing me like the animatic, because he had told me for years, like, I'm talking to Grant Kirkhope, I want him to work on it. And he like in the animatic for the just sample music that is not going to make it into the actual show, but it's like to give the composer an idea of what they want. They literally used Banjo-Kazooie music. And Grant Kirkhope was like, yeah, I was kind of nervous because it's always nerve-wracking to like work with sample music because you want to make sure you get it right, and I wasn't sure how I was going to approach it. And then I watched the animatic, and it was literally my music, so it was very easy. And I was like, that's so cool. So yeah, he was just a really cool guy, really, really cool guy. So I got to meet him for a brief moment, and I let him go. I was like, okay, well, I want chicken, so I'm gonna go. And the chicken was lovely. I had salmon, I had chicken, I had some fucking dumpling type thing with beef in it. It was all so good, all so good. I got to see one of my friends who I didn't know was going. First of all, I walked out of the theater and they were standing there, and I know them as a different name, but I don't know if they go by that on the internet, but they're huge. They're huge in the furry community. Their name is Ruby, Pure Ruby Dragon. I don't know if they've changed their handle over the years, but that's what I always knew them as. I've known them since like 2017, I think. And they like moved to like different states and everything, so I didn't see them for a really long time. I walk out of the theater and they're standing right there. And they had like literally flown into town for that, for the premiere, and I hung out with them the whole night. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I'm gonna get dinner with them tomorrow. Me and a couple of my friends, we're going to Benihana because Trisha has a meal, the Trish Trio, and it looks so fucking good. So Dallas and I are gonna split it because I don't like shrimp. So he's gonna eat the shrimp, I'm gonna eat the chicken, and then we're gonna split the steak. And it's so funny, we drove past Benihana today, and there's a big sign out front of Trisha dressed as the chef, and I can't wait to take a picture with it tomorrow. But yeah, I was talking about Trisha a lot with a couple people, and very much like Ross and Aaron, like it's just very cool to like work with somebody who is very successful, very famous person, could very easily be evil or just like not give you the time of day, and she is nothing of the sort. She treats me like a fucking person, and that is like she goes beyond the bare minimum. Like she treats me like a fucking person. She values my presence, my contribution, that I often downplay in my own head. Like, she's just so fucking cool and so sweet, and it was really fun to like talk about how great she is to other people, because they know who she is because she's super famous, and it's cool to be like, yeah, she's just as fucking nice as she seems. She's just as awesome. She just is that. It's very easy for her to be nice because she's a great person. So yeah, and I have friends that work in podcasts and are just video editors in general, and like the horror stories that I have heard from people getting called on Thanksgiving, yelled at by like a fucking below D-list famous person because they didn't want to do their job. So now my friend has to stop everything they're doing on fucking Thanksgiving, get berated over the phone, and then start editing when they should be with their family or friends. Yeah, who? I won't name the names. I'll let you name names if you want, but like I have just heard horror stories, and Trish has literally been like, "Does Jimmy like me?" Like on the podcast. I worked for her for like a year, hung out with her many times, and she's like, "Does Jimmy like me?" I'm like, that. It's just so funny to me. So, I just am, and I texted her that yesterday because we were talking about something else, and I just thanked her for Ellen Boots. Boots, that's my Ellen Boots. Yeah, I texted her yesterday. I was just like, let's just thank you. Just thank you for fucking being a nice person. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, real quick before I transition to the next topic, because I also want to take what I'm wearing off, because they're a little tight right now, just because of the way I'm sitting. But so I really wanted to get, because there was a dress code for this event. It was smart casual, and I really wanted to like dress really nice, because it was people I haven't been seeing in a long time. I really wanted to like stunt. Plus, it's just fun to. I don't get many excuses to wear like a cute outfit. The most I go out is like to the movies or Chili's. So I really wanted to like put a lot of effort into my outfit. I wanted to show off the muscles. I had like a whole vision in mind. So I went to Men's Warehouse, which I haven't been in like 2 years, because I went for my dad's wedding, and they do tailoring on site. And typically it's free, but I was buying stuff off the clearance rack. So I had to pay, which is fine, because the pants were already like 95% off the original price. They were pretty cheap. They were like $30. And they were originally 150 or something. I don't know actually the math, but whatever the math is, that's what it was. So I was just like, this is perfect. And then the tailoring was also like only $30, which to me felt like a deal. I never had anything tailored before, so I just assumed that was a good price. So I got these pants, and I'm wearing them right now. And they were originally like a 36 by 33, 38 by 33. I don't know. I wear a 38 to 40 belt, so I don't remember what the pants were, but but they were like loose fit. They were like a loose fit pant, and they were long. I usually the longest I'll wear in a pant is 30, but I really prefer wearing like 28 or 29. Even though they are a little short. I'm 5'10". They do look a little short, but I like to show ankle. I like to, especially if I'm wearing like a dress pant, I like to show nice socks. I think it adds to the outfit. So, I wanted to get the fit changed a little bit from being like a relaxed fit to more of a slim fit, because I work hard on my body. I would like to show off my butt. So the tailor comes out, and he's like easily in his late 60s. And so I'm already like, okay, so you're probably like a little homophobic towards me, I would assume, because I wasn't getting like an elder gay vibe. I was getting like an older heterosexual man with conservative values that happens to have like a trade skill, and not the trade that you would want. So I'm kind of like fighting with him. No, I'm being very polite, but I'm being direct about what I want, because I'm like, well, I don't want to like wait 2 weeks for these pants to be done and then they're not what I want. So I was just like, okay, I would like them taken up a bit from a 33 to a 29, because I really like to show a little sock, and they were like bunching up at my feet. So at the very least, they needed to be taken up to a 30, because they were way too long. They were like literally like, and they're slacks. They're like nice pants. They were like jeans. It would be fine if they fit like that, but like I literally looked like I'm wearing like my dad's clothes and I'm like a 5th grader. Like, it looked ridiculous. And then I was like, can you please taper these so they are a little bit more form-fitting? Because I like to show a little butt. And he was just kind of like, okay, like, you don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Thank you, Pickled Lennon, for the 79 months. Thank you. So he's kind of just being like kind of a dick to me, but I'm like, you know, customer service ain't easy. I have not worked it, but I'm a nice person. I'm a decent human being. I don't need to have worked a job to know how hard the person is working. So I was like direct, but I was very polite and thankful, and that when I was asking for what I wanted, I tried to be very, very kind. And there was a woman that was helping me that worked there as well, and her face was smiling, but her eyes were like daggers every time I asked a question, which didn't make me feel great, because I wasn't asking for anything fucking crazy. I was asking to pay for services that they offer. So I was a little bit like, girl, get a grip. But anyway, so 2 weeks go by. The event is May 14th. May 13th, my stuff is ready. And I remember even they were like, it'll be ready May 15th. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, my event is May 14th. Is there any... And then she just goes, okay, May 13th. And, like, wrote it down. And I was just like, bruh. You're not... It's not a custom garment. You're altering pants. And this place is not packed. I'm the only customer in here on a weekend. Like, I know the queue is not crazy. Like, don't fucking talk to me like that. But, you know, I was just like, thank you so much. Like, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'll be a dick in my mind and to Dallas in the car when I'm fucking recapping the situation. Like, I'm not gonna be a dick to a person that doesn't deserve it, right? So I left and then came back May 13th, day before the event. I come back, I try on the pants. None of the requests I made. Should have just asked the Chinese grandma in Chinatown. Oh, I will never be shopping at Men's Warehouse again. For what I'm about to talk about. I absolutely will be doing that. So I get there May 13th. I try on the pants. None of what I asked for was done. None of what I paid for was done. Tried on the pants. They're still bunching up at the ankles. I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell he shortened these at all. It would be one thing if they were like not short enough. They weren't shortened at all. Like, they were bunching up. I know what a fucking 30 fits like. I've worn them for the last fucking 15 years of my life. They were still a 33. Hi, Chris. Thank you for the 73 months. It's because the business is Men's Warehouse. Women's Warehouse would never. Exactly. So not only then were they too long, they also weren't tapered at all. So they were just, like, shapeless. And I was like, were these touched at all? Like, were these altered at all? It was so... Excuse me, sorry. It was so crazy to me. So that started to really piss me off. So I was like, you were a dick to me 2 weeks ago, and I fucking bit my tongue and was nice about it. And now I paid you for something you didn't even fucking do. And you were still a dick to me. So, but again, like, I'm being polite. I'm being stern. Because I was just like, if this was me a couple of years ago, I literally been like, oh well, okay, like, I don't want to be a bother. Like, I'm just going to take them and leave. Be like, oh, nope, they're great, thank you. But I was like, I literally turned 29 tomorrow. It's time to fucking man up. Like, I'm tired of letting people walk all over me. Especially if I could tell, like, there's, like, latent homophobia involved. And I just definitely got the vibe, and it, like, kind of secured it for me for what I'm about to say next. So, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm trying on the pants, and I'm looking at them, and the same woman comes over, and she's just like, how are they? And I was just like, they're fine. Honestly, I don't love them. And she was just like, oh? And I was just like, yeah, these don't fit, like, did he shorten them at all? Because I remember, and she goes, yeah, like, we wrote down 29. I was like, okay, well, these are, like, a 32. Like, they're still so long. Like, they're not even a 30. Like, this is crazy. And I'm wearing sneakers, and they're, like, covering the whole sneaker. And, like, and I was wearing, like tennis shoes, so, like, it's not like I was wearing high tops. So, like, my dress shoes were gonna be the same. The same, like, height and, like, depth of the shoe. So they would have fit pretty much the same way. I was like, I look like a slob. Like, I look like I am wearing a suit that doesn't fit, you know? So she goes and gets the tailor, and he comes out, and he's kind of like, what? And I'm like, hey, so these are not what I asked for. They're way too long and way too baggy. And I, like, stood up, and I bunched up the pants so they would, like, fit. I was like, I would really like them to fit more like this. And I did everything I did the last time I was there. Like, I would like them tapered in so they are more form-fitting. And he's, like, looking at me with, like, a smirk on his face, trying to hold back laughter. Like, you're not going to be able to sit. And he was like, you're wearing tennis shoes. Of course they look long. I'm like, and so I took my fucking shoe off. And I was like, I don't know, like, I could be wearing whatever fucking shoes I want. I could be wearing pumps and they still be hitting the fucking ground. Like, come on, man. Like, don't fucking treat me like I'm dumb. Fuck you. So, but again, like, I'm still just being very polite, because I'm not gonna actually be a dick to a service worker. Like, nobody needs that. But I'm not gonna let him walk all over me. Okay. Goodbye. So, anyway, Get off my screen. So, I then proceeded to bunch up the pants and be like, I would like them to fit like this, and I would like them to be a 29. And he's like, with a smirk on his face, just like being like, okay. I was like, so my event is tomorrow. When can I come get these? He's like, I don't work tomorrow. I was like, okay, I'll come back tonight. And I had stuff to do the next day, so I was not. But I was like, okay, I'll come back tonight. And he was like, okay. So, and then I was like, okay, so then I was talking to the girl. I was just like, okay, so I work tonight, so I would like to come back tomorrow. She was like, okay, yeah, they'll be ready tonight, but you can pick them up the next morning. But again, she's like talking to me with like daggers in her eyes, but she has like a smile, and I'm like, whatever, girl. Like, I'm not actually making anybody's fucking life difficult, so you can talk to me as if I'm like fucking knocking down all the fucking displays all you want, but I'm being very sweet and nice despite paying for something that I didn't fucking get done, that I waited 2 weeks for. Like, come on now. Like, why are we treating me like this? I'm a returning customer as well. I bought a suit from you guys like 2 years ago that was like fucking $400 for all the pieces. Like, why would you, like, you're clearly not fucking packed. It's not like you're juggling like 50 fucking people. Like, why are you being a dick to me? It was so rude. But, you know, whatever. I don't know what people got going on. I don't deserve to be talked to that way, but I'm not going to return that energy because you never know what they've got going on too. Like, she could have had a really horrible morning. Whatever. So I didn't take it personally, but I still don't deserve to be treated that way. So anyway, so I got the pants, and finally, after fighting for what I wanted, being very stern, but like direct and polite, I got what I wanted, and the pants do fit very nice. They still are not, they're not a 29. They're a 30, but I was like, what the fuck ever, like, my ass looks good. So I gave up. I mostly was the most concerned about my butt. And you can't really tell right now because of like the camera angle and everything, but believe me, I looked amazing. So anyway, I'm gonna go take these fucking pants off because I wore them to finish the story, but I don't want to be wearing pants right now. I would like to be wearing shorts, so I'll be right back. Okay, I also want to use the bathroom. I'm about to have an ad play anyway, so I'd like to play that while I'm not here, so that way I don't get interrupted. But then we get to talk about Lorde when I get back. Twitch has like 50 different tabs that all do different things when they should have one that does all the same shit. Okay, run ad. Okay, most of you are subbed anyway, but I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Thank you. Okay. Sherbert, thank you very much. I didn't get a notification for some reason. This website is trying to silence me. This website does not fuck with gay people. It's bullshit. I fucking know it happens and they deny it. If Mel's notification gets turned off, aka my fucking like right-hand man, they have been here. They've been at every stream for the last 11 years. Come on now. This website is owned by Men's Warehouse. Exactly. It's always you and another gay guy who's always muted. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway. Hello, Komag. Hello, Pixie Sylveon. How you doing? So, last night, we saw Lorde. And that was like my birthday gift to myself. And to Dallas. Since we both like her a lot. And I got great seats for, in this day and age, with how expensive concert tickets are, especially because I bought them resale, they're pretty okay. Like, I would have loved to pay less, but I didn't pay that much, so, but they were great seats. They're really great. Hi, Alex. No, I have not talked about Gaga. Is it about Mayhem Requiem? I haven't watched it yet. I haven't had time. I also don't have Apple Music, so I'd have to get that. Hello, Toy Herb. Hello, hello. Thank you. But yeah, so we went to Lorde last night, and it was great. It was my third time seeing a Lorde show. My first one ever was Melodrama in 2018. And then went again in 2022 for Solar Power. And then she was here back in October for Ultrasound for the Virgin album, which I love. I love it so much. And I was really sad I couldn't go because I had people visiting and it just had a lot going on that time. And also I couldn't afford it. So I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. She'll be touring again. So I skipped that one. And then a couple weeks ago, I got an email that was like, get your Lorde tickets. And I was just like, oh, is she playing in New York? Like, my Spotify sometimes still thinks I live in New York. And it was like May 14th, the Kia Forum. I was like, wait, she's coming back to LA on my birthday? Like, holy shit. Like, this is, it's meant to be. Like, it didn't happen the first time because it was meant to happen now. But I was like, ah, shit. Like, I'm going to Ross's premiere on my birthday. And I was not going to not go to that because it was just too good of a, not only like just like a friend thing, like I obviously wanted to support him and all my other friends that were a part of it, but you know, there's a lot of people that work in animation and voice acting that go there. Like, it would also be very smart for me to go and introduce myself to people because I would like to be doing that. So I was like, I have to go to this. Like, it's like a triple whammy. I need to fucking go. So I was like, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to go. And then a couple days later, I was like, wait a minute, like, she might be doing multiple nights like Gaga did, because Gaga did 4 the first time, and then came back and did 4 more. And Lorde was doing 2. So there was another show on May 15th, the day after my birthday. And I was just like, yup, that's the one. So I got the tickets. I got, they had a bunch of GA available, and no, I'm not gonna do that. I did stand the whole show anyway, but GA is for people who are like 19 or are 6'5" and can see over everyone. Like, I'm not doing that, especially because I'm not rushing. I'm not gonna try to get there 3 hours before the show to like get a front seat, get barricade. Like, I'm not, that's just not my journey. I don't want to do that. I like to be comfortable and have the option to sit for the intermissions and stuff like that. So I got but the Kia Forum is really great because it on the seating map, it looks like really far away, but it's actually really steep. So like your seat, when we had Gaga seats, we were like second mezzanine, like almost like what would be nosebleeds at any other venue. But the Forum is so steep that like we still had a great view of the stage. Like I could still kind of see Gaga's face. So I got first mezzanine seats for Lorde, and I got front row of that. So so that because there was what was annoying was during Gaga was the second time we went back in February was they were filming it, so there was a lot of the intermissions for each act of the Mayhem Ball were usually like 3 minutes because she or less, because she was doing like a quick change, all the dancers would change, and then they'd be back out. There was one time we sat there for an hour between like act 3 and 4 because they were like redoing some shots and stuff like that, which made me very happy. I did not splurge for floor seats for that, because the camera operators were blocking her for a lot of the people that were down there, and they were making TikToks about it, very angry. So we had great seats really high up, and it was nice. It was very nice. But yeah, for Lorde, like, I could see her face. I could see her face. And let me tell you, bitch, she saw mine. There was multiple points in the show, and I was wearing my Melodrama shirt, which is in the wash right now. So I can't show it. It's literally in the washing machine soaking wet. But I wore my Melodrama shirt. Well, actually, I have it on Instagram, so I can pull it up on Instagram. Give me a minute. It's on my story. Hang on. Dallas took a very cute picture of us. I'll be putting it on my grid eventually, in a little photo dump. But there's lore to this shirt, dude. There's Lorde lore to this freaking shirt, let me tell you. But anyway, so this is the shirt. It's from the Melodrama era. It's her silhouette and then Melodrama filling it out. I just love this shirt. I had it for a really long time. It has a hole in it, I think because Ruby chewed it as a puppy. I don't care. It adds to the vibe. I eventually got too jacked for it, so I cut the sleeves, and now it's a nice sleeveless shirt. And there was a little part of me that was wondering, like, does she see I'm wearing, like, 9-year-old merch, and that's why she keeps looking at me? I don't know why. But I kept thinking, I'm like, she's looking right at me. She's looking right fucking at me, like, multiple times throughout the show. And, like, the first time it happened, I was like, oh my god, she's, like, staring at me. And I don't remember what song it was, but, like, I knew every word to it, because it was one of the older ones. It might have been Royals. And I'm like just looking back at her, and I'm like dancing, whatever. And I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, she's looking right at me. And then there was a woman next to me who brought her 2 daughters, and she leans over and she goes, she was staring at you the whole time. And then later, Dallas was like, she kept looking at you. And I was like, so it wasn't just me. She just kept looking at me. Because, you know, we had like pretty low seats, and like we were very visible, and there was kind of like a spotlight that like was near us, so we were pretty lit. So it was just really cool. And I was kind of thinking to myself, I go back and forth to how much like woo woo shit that I believe in, and I do believe in like energy and stuff like that. And I wonder if like there was something, some subconscious energy that was like, hey, that faggot up there has seen you 3 different times in 3 different states. And I'm wearing a shirt that has a lot of, has been through a lot in my life. And it's so like silly to talk about a shirt this way. But as many neurodivergent people do, we tend to like wear a lot of the same clothes all the time. And in 2018, probably the worst year of my life, Lorde's music really got me through a lot of that. I would spend a lot of time going into New York City and playing Pokemon Go for hours just so I'm not sitting at home stewing in my room. And I would wear this shirt all the time because I want to say it was like a medium, maybe a large. And I got it to be like an oversized fit because I was a rail thin twink. And so I'll show. This is I have a couple pictures here of me in this shirt, and it's crazy how different it fits. Like I sometimes forget just how fucking thin I really was at this point in my life. It's like kind of fucking crazy. But I was looking at them yesterday. I was showing Dallas. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. This is nuts. But anyway, here's this shirt. And like I would wear this shirt all the time. I wore it to the Ren Fair. Here's just me in it, just to be comfortable in the evening. This is one of the many times that I called the suicide hotline, and my dad took off of work or whatever to like get me out of the house, and we'd go on like a hike or something. And he took these pictures. And yeah, I also had this Lorde melodrama hat that I've given to Dallas now, but I was losing a lot of my hair at the time because I had from stress, and also like I had psoriasis really bad on my scalp. So I just had a lot of like things going against me where I hated my how I looked, I hated my life, everything. So and this was like the only hat that I liked how I looked. So I was always in my fucking Lorde uniform. And a lot of my life at the time, a lot of the hardest times in my life, I was wearing this shirt. And it's so silly to like talk about it like that, but I don't know. I feel like many of you probably get that some things can just be sentimental, you know? So it was cool to like go see one of my favorite artists of all time with my love of my life and be there together at a very healed time in my life as well, where I feel good about myself and also what I have going on for me. My fiance, we're just gonna skip fiance right to husband at some point. I don't fucking care. I do not want to be proposed to, and I do not want to propose. We're just gonna walk down to the courthouse one day and sign some papers. Like we are very do not like the ritual of it all. We'll have a little party someday, maybe when we have a house. That way we can like save money on a venue. But we've been together almost we're going on 7 years this year. We basically have 2 kids. Yeah, we're not having a wedding, we're having a kiki. But yeah, he's basically my husband. Yeah, anyway, it was very cool to be there, and so that was very nice. That was very, very nice. And it was just great. I love Virgin. I think it's an amazing album. I oftentimes find myself liking it more than Melodrama, which I used to think it was like one of my favorite albums of all time, and I still love it, and it's still so good. But I tend to really like Melodrama. Has a lot of like self-reflective stuff, but it's also like a lot about like love. And I have never like related to love songs really, or like music about love. Like I love love. But I don't know. I tend to have, I haven't had turbulent love in my life. I've been very fortunate that like the guys that I've dated, at worst, we just don't have a lot in common. So, which is a blessing, because it's not true for a lot of people. So a lot of the music that I find myself really, really connecting to are ones where people are writing. I think that's why I love Brat so much, because there's a lot of like songs about like reflecting on the self, you know? And I think that's what makes Virgin so special to me. because there's a lot of songs like Broken Glass. I don't know if that's a song about OCD or what, but it certainly feels that way to me, and I see it in that way, and as does Dallas. And it's just kind of a song about like it might be months of bad luck, or maybe you broke a mirror. It could be you could be cursed, or it could just be a fucking broken mirror. Like, it's not worth like wasting your life on these like your mind is a prison and you're wasting valuable time sitting in it. Like, you need to just fucking not take it so seriously. Like, it's an amazing album. I love it so much. And I didn't know that this was going to be the last show of the tour, because I think she's doing Gov Ball, but you know, it's a festival set, so it's different. But I didn't know this was the last show of the tour. And she talked to the audience for a really long time, I believe right before Liability, and then couldn't even sing it. Like, she was crying through a good chunk of Liability, but that's okay. Everyone in the crowd, including myself, knew all the words. And it was like, I felt like I was at church, bitch. There was 20,000 people, not a single empty seat except for the one next to us because the scalper couldn't fucking resell it. But it was a packed fucking house. And it literally, like, everyone in unison singing Liability. Like, it was really powerful. It was my favorite. It was probably the most understated show that she's done. I saw Melodrama, and that had a lot of like backup dancers, and there was like a huge like floating box that people were dancing in. But I saw that. I had like literally like nosebleed seats, and that venue is not steep like the Forum. It's like out almost like a baseball stadium, or you know, like it's usually used for like sporting events, the Prudential Center, I believe. So I literally couldn't fucking see anything. And I didn't have glasses at the time, and I desperately needed them and didn't know that. So I literally couldn't see anything. I was just there to feel the emotions. But Solar Power was at Radio City Music Hall, so I had better seats there, but I was, there's some tall people in front of me, and I still didn't have glasses, so it was still kind of tough for me to see the stage. And that had like a full set. And this was very stripped down, which I think really fit the album. It was her, like the band, and like two dancers doing like interpretive dance, and like some really cool technical stuff. Like, there was like this like contraption, this like fucking cyberpunk 20 whatever chandelier of LED lights that she was standing in the middle of, and it was scanning her, and it was creating like this visualizer on the screen. It was fucking cool. It was very like experimental with the visuals, and just very stripped down, very personal. A lot of the time it was just her and the microphone, and I think that really fit the album, and it personally made it my favorite show that I've been to for her. And the set list was great. A lot of the new album, which was awesome. Like 2 or 3 songs from Melodrama, the most popular songs from Pure Heroine, you know, Royals, Tennis Court, Ribs. She closed on Ribs, and that's my favorite song to this day of all time, truly, like top 5 ever. Not just from her, but in general. And then 2 from Solar Power, which I knew she did Solar Power, and then there was another one that I didn't know, because I haven't listened to Solar Power as much as the other albums. To be totally honest, I listened to it maybe like 3 times, and I'll listen to Mood Ring, I'll listen to Solar Power. I like those 2 songs. Stone at the Nail Salon is very nice too, but I mostly listen to like stuff that I can work out to, or like play Overwatch to, like shit like that. So I don't listen to too many like slow. I like to listen to stuff like Solar Power on like a plane. I listen to a lot of Lana Del Rey when I'm on a flight, just because I have a lot of time to just like sit and think. So that is more like the setting that I would listen to Solar Power, and I'm not on a plane very often, so just haven't listened to it nearly as much as the other albums. But I still think it's a great album. I liked it on tour. I think honestly seeing it live made me like it even more. than when I listen to it just like on Spotify with like no visuals. So that was very cool. But yeah, overall, it was just a great show. Was going to the bathroom before the show, and I got recognized in the bathroom by a viewer of the streams and also a fan of Just Trish. So shout out if you're watching. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for waiting until I was done peeing. I've never been recognized in the bathroom before, but thank you for waiting till I was drying my hands to say hi, because otherwise I would have been like, oh, hi. But yeah, it was very sweet. And then I got to meet a longtime friend of mine, in Dallas, our friend Dawn. She was in town for the show, and she was like, I want to meet you guys. And it was so funny. She was like, I'm going to be so awkward. And then, like, literally, she was like, Jimmy, can I feel your muscles? And I was just like, I've never been asked that before, but absolutely. So I popped a little flex, and she was like, ooh. And that made my night. Lorde could... who needs Lorde looking right at me? I got felt up by a friend, so that was very nice. So yeah, if you're over 21 and you ever see me in public and you would like to feel, you may, but any younger than that, I'm not comfortable with that. But you know, and you have to ask first. Do not grope me. But yeah, why not? Who cares? But yeah. It was very nice. It was just a great show. I had a really great time. And Lorde and I are, I think, the same age. No, she's 96. She's 96. So, let me actually look up her birthday. November 1986. Okay. So, it's like a late in the year birthday, so we spend most of the time being the same age. Lorde is 29. I am 29. So we, as many of her listeners, we all kind of like are going through similar times, similar things in life at the same time. And I think that that's why I connect with her so much in that way that I don't necessarily with like a lot of other artists that I really like. So, and I think especially seeing it like literally the day after my birthday. Like I just turned 29 and I'm singing all these songs that I used to listen to in high school that she wrote when she was in high school. I don't know if she like actually completed it or whatever, but you know, when she was like 15 and 16 and even younger. I think she wrote Ribs at 13 or something. I don't fucking know. But like singing all these songs about growing up from when you were like a teenager and then now like having grown up and then singing them again, like, and it was like the first time in a while I'd like listen to them, like maybe a year or so, like very actively, not just like, oh, it just came on shuffle in the car while we're talking, like really sitting and like listening to the words and feeling the music. It was really powerful. It was really, really powerful. I found myself reflecting on my whole life in that moment. And I saw a tweet yesterday that was like, I miss every person I've ever met in my entire life. I still dream about people from elementary school, and I feel that because I do. And I feel I'm a very sentimental person, and I think about people a lot, and I don't reach out very often, but I should probably change that. Yeah, it was just a really amazing show. It was an amazing show, and getting to be there with Dallas really was so wonderful too, because it's, you know, this is a new chapter of my life, and I can't wait to find out when her 5th album comes out what my life is gonna be like then, and I'll be reflecting on right now at that show, and it's just really cool. It's really, really cool. And Lorde was my first concert I ever went to as well, Melodrama in 2018, and that was a really amazing show. I went with my dad. And again, that was like a time in my life where I was very suicidal. I never made plans, but for me, it was my OCD making me think about it all day, like all day, every day, ways to do it. And I didn't want to. That was the most difficult part, was like, it's not something I want to do, but my brain is telling me it's the only option. And it's never the option. It's never the option. There's always a reason to live, even if it's something as simple of like, there's a new Pokemon game coming out next year, and I don't want to not be around for it. So, so really, if you're listening to this and you're struggling, like, you please stick around. I would be devastated. to not have you around, you know, if that means anything. And I'm just a fucking bitch on the computer. Like, imagine what your family and your actual friends would feel, you know? Don't do it. You need to see more Tate McRae endings. We need you here. Somber. We need you for the somber endings. You can't go. But I went to the show with Lorde, with my dad to Lorde, and since it was in New Jersey, she was doing, you know, she did. It was only her second album, so yeah, you need to see me get bigger. I want to be enormous, and you need to witness that because it's gonna be amazing. I want to look like that guy that was in the crowd at that basketball game that literally just went viral because he's just huge and sitting down. When I show up to stream that big, you're gonna gag. But because she didn't have as much music at the time, she was doing like some covers in each city that were like appropriate for the venue she was at. And since I was seeing her in New Jersey, because I did have a ticket to her Brooklyn show, and I was very sad I didn't go because she brought out Jack Antonoff and I think St. Vincent. At the very least did a St. Vincent song, just like a lot of songs that I liked. I was like, damn. But I was like kicking myself because I wanted to go, but I was too afraid to go by myself, too shy. I thought I looked ugly and I didn't want to be seen in public. Like, it was a whole thing. So I didn't go, and then I pushed myself. I asked my dad if he would drive me and come with me. I bought him a ticket with like the last fucking money I had, and they were super cheap because it was back in the day. So I literally got like 2 tickets for $20 each. It was amazing. Not even resale. What? Did you bring this shirt in? Did you bring this in, Moon? So I went, and it was in New Jersey, so she sang a Bruce Springsteen song. And Bruce Springsteen is very special to me and my family. Is my mom's favorite artist. And whenever we're missing her or we're thinking about her, or it's like the anniversary of her passing or her birthday, we're always blasting Bruce. Thunder Road is her favorite song. And I don't listen to Bruce very often because it makes me very emotional. And it sucks because I can't cry because of my antidepressants, so I just feel very tight behind my eyes and moody. So I don't listen to Bruce very often. I honestly don't even remember. I didn't recognize the song she played, but just the fact that it was a Bruce Springsteen song really like felt very powerful to me. To be such a coincidence, especially being there with my dad, and we both started crying because I wasn't medicated yet. And it was really beautiful. It was a really beautiful moment. So yeah, it was a really great first concert to have, and I'll never forget it. Hi, Ruba. Hi, Ruby. You want attention? She's pissed. She has been deprived of attention from me because I was gone like all evening on Thursday, and then we were gone all evening yesterday, and then we went to the gym today. So she's like, bro, you need to fucking sit around on the couch and pet me all day. I went into the bathroom earlier, and she walked in, and she just stood there with like her butt facing me and was going, like, scratch my ass. Come on now. Pay attention to me. He's sleepy. He's just chilling. But yeah, that's really it. That's all I have to catch up with you guys on. My week was pretty boring before that. I was just working. Oscar texted me today because, so they talked about James Charles on the podcast, and Trish like went off because I don't know if any of you even give a fuck about him, but he had this viral video where like Spirit Airlines just closed down, and this person reached out to him via DM or email or something with like a GoFundMe link, and I don't even think they asked for a donation. They just asked to share it because they were like, I just lost my job, please help. And he made this insane video that I don't even want to fucking play because I literally can't stand him. just like screaming at her, calling her a bitch and everything, and not in like a, oh bitch you look fabulous, like gay way, like a very like, why are you treating this stranger like this? It was so fucking insane. It's crazy. But anyway, they talked about it on the podcast, and I put in some fucking diabolical clips of James Charles when Trish was going off. So Oscar was watching a bunch of people react to Trish's rant, because she literally ranted like uninterrupted for I think like 35 minutes. And he was like watching people react to the clip, and then like my edits would show up, and he was texting me that like all these fucking random ass people are losing their mind at these fucking things you threw on screen, and it was very funny. But yeah, it's just so ridiculous. But yeah, other than that, you know, just usual stuff, just working. But I did go out a lot today, and I will be going out again tomorrow. I'm going to a restaurant for dinner, which I kind of wasn't sure if I even wanted to do, because I was like, I've done enough for my birthday, but I'd like to actually get to chat with people and try this food, because Hannah texted us when Trisha's commercial came out, and she was just like, I want this. I was like, oh, like I also want this. And it would be so fun if we got the Trish Trio as a group. Ruby, come here, baby. Come here, sweet pea. It's because Dallas is in the bathtub, and she's just like, is he drowning? Hi. Hi, Booba. I love you, girly. I love you so much, Rube. So yeah, I'll be getting that tomorrow. I drank a lot on Thursday, and I got like the beginning of a buzz, which the heavyweight champ, 5 cocktails and not even drunk. But I was nervous I was still gonna be hungover, so I like chugged so much fucking water. When I got home, and thankfully I wasn't drunk. And then I did get a margarita at Lorde, because I was just like, fuck it, why not? And I was so embarrassed because I I went to go take a sip, but my stupid ass was breathing through my mouth, and I got tahini on the rim because it's like so fucking good. And anytime I have it, I think of this TikTok that's like, POV, you're trauma dumping on me, but I got a margarita. And they're like, yeah, and then my dog died, and then my mom died, and the fucking person is just like, but I breathed in like a speck of tahini, and I like just started coughing like crazy, and I like was like, oh my god, people are gonna think I have fucking COVID. They're all like gonna look at me like I'm like an asshole coming to this concert sick. Like, no, you don't understand. Like, I just breathed in a seasoning. And then Dallas was like, are you good? And I was like, yes. And he was just like, bro. And then I, you know, after another like 5 minutes, I was fine. But yeah, I had a marg. It was good. I got a double shot. The lady was very sweet. I liked her glasses. Were you always heavyweight with drinks, or is this a buff guy thing? It's a buff guy thing. I used to be able to have 2 beers and barely finish the third because I was drunk. And now, like, I literally, like, even, like, 30 pounds ago, I took, like, 6 shots and I felt nothing. So... It's annoying. It's really annoying because alcohol at a bar and everything is very expensive. And I was pissed that, you know, the only downside of being hashtag huge, hashtag beefy, hashtag jacked is takes a little longer to get drunk nowadays, but that's okay. I don't really like to get too drunk anyway, because I don't like being hungover. I got hungover once in my life. I drank so much, and the gag is I was mixing alcohol. I had like 3 beers, then I had like a whole bottle of wine, and then I had like 6 screwdrivers. It was during COVID. I was streaming Among Us with my friends, and then after like a few hours, we went offline and then just hung out on Discord for a few hours. It's the first time in my life I've been blackout drunk. My friends told me the next day, they're like, "Yeah, you cried like 3 times on Discord just talking about how much you love us." I was like, don't remember it at all. I was hurting so bad. I like tried to go to dinner. It was the first time I was meeting my now stepbrother. And I literally like, I didn't even make it to like the waiter, like bringing the waters. I was like sitting there, my dad, his wife, my now stepbrother and my sister. And I'm just like, the room was spinning, and thankfully we were at like a restaurant that was like 2 blocks from my house. So I was like, I gotta go. I got up and left, and I just vomed everywhere. It was so bad, and I was like, I can never get that drunk again. It was so fucking horrible. It was worse than when I had COVID. It was worse than when I had the flu. Like, it was so like, I can handle a sore throat. I can handle a cough. I can handle nausea. I cannot handle a headache. That's when I become a little bit of a bitch, and it was really horrible. So I like, anytime I come home from like a night out, whether I like did get a buzz or I like only had like 2 drinks or whatever, like and it felt nothing, like if there was alcohol in my system, I fill up like a big bottle like this and I drink like 2, because I'm like, I just can't, I cannot be hungover, and I haven't been hungover since. I haven't been hungover in like 6 years. But yeah, I drink maybe like 3 times a year. And the last couple times I have drank, it was way too expensive and I didn't get drunk. And I did get drunk last year because Ross had a party at his house and there was an open bar. And I hadn't eaten all day. And I didn't know anybody except for Ross. So I was like really trying to socialize and introduce myself to people. And, you know, when you're anxious, you don't know what to do with your hands. So when the other person's talking, you're just kind of like taking sips every time it's their turn to talk. So I got so fucking drunk so fucking fast, because the cocktails were good and it was cool. They were all themed after like the show, and they were delicious. But like, oh my god, I had like 3 little drinks and completely empty stomach, and it was like just pure vodka, and I was like, holy fuck. I spilled my 4th on myself. Thankfully I was just wearing a black tank top, so it didn't matter, but I was like, I'm done. So I like dumped it down the sink and I didn't drink for the rest of the night. I was like, okay, like this is I need to like have a water in my hand, like this is crazy. But then thankfully my friends showed up. And at that party as well, it was very funny because it was the first time I had seen Ross in like a couple years. Was last year, and he was like, "You're huge," blah 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 blah. Like, it's crazy. And he was like, when I got there, I was like one of the first people there. He was like, "Perfect timing. We need somebody really strong to start the fire pit because the crank was stuck, and they had like a key that you put in and you twist it, but it was like had rusted over or whatever, or it was like stripped, so it wasn't working. So he was like, can you try? So I was like, yeah, of course. So I put the key in and I was turning it and I fucking broke. It was like a thick like metal key and I broke it in half. And I was just like, sorry. And everybody started laughing because they were like, damn, okay, he's strong as hell. So what can I say? I'm beefy as fuck. Okay, Buff McHuge, I know, not to brag, but yeah. So that was like really the last time I can remember like being drunk. There was one time we did have a Halloween party. I don't remember if it was this past year or the year before, but we made the craziest like bullshit. I just made some bullshit. We tried to make like a shield potion cocktail at our Fortnite party, and we added like blue Gatorade, blue vodka, like all this fucking crazy shit. They were so strong, it tasted like nail polish remover. And I was drunk as fuck, and we were playing Mario Party, And I think me and Lauren Waropichi were on a team in like a 2v2 minigame, and we won. And like I needed to win that minigame, or else Dallas was gonna win. And I literally like took her hand, and I was like, like thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was so, and she was just like, of course. I was just like drunk out of my mind, like just like, oh, my princess, thank you. I was so fucking appreciative. And that's like all I really remember from that party. And I also remember Hannah's really good Chapel Roan costume. I do remember that. And David was Velma. It's coming back to me. Hi Toasty, thank you so much. But yeah, I don't really like to get drunk too much anymore. I don't know. The thing is, I actually don't mind getting drunk. I don't get in my head at all, really, when I'm drunk. I used to love getting high, and then 2 years ago, I greened out on a 80 milligram edible, which was so stupid of me. And it introduced OCD, intrusive thoughts to me that I am still trying to not have 2 years later. It was really bad. I like felt like I experienced ego death for like 3 hours. It was horrible. I hated it. I fucking hated it. So I have not. And then like a couple of weeks later, I took like one hit off a blunt. But I was really used to like shitty ass weed that like my aunt bought from like a high schooler that works at the gas station down the street from her house in like bumfuck upstate New York. Like that was like that, or like I would smoke weed when I would visit New York before it was legalized. That like my sister's friend from middle school like grew in his basement. Like I would like just watered down bullshit. California, weed has been legal here like 10 years now. It was legalized I think like 2016, 2017. So they've had time to workshop that shit. All the shit out here is infused with like herbs to make it more potent. I took one puff off a pre-roll and I literally like I started fucking having like a psychotic break again. Like it was I haven't touched the stuff since, and it's a real shame because I used to love like a little 15 milligram edible and scroll TikTok, but I can't do it anymore. It's just not worth it. Like the aftermath is just too much for me. I feel like I'm finally getting my fucking OCD back under control these last few months. Like I can't anymore, which is a shame because I used to love it. But thankfully, I don't get weird like that when I drink. So, but I just don't like being hungover, so I just don't drink very often. And then, you're really not supposed to drink on antidepressants, but like, who fucking listens, right? And I'm not encouraging it because it could be dangerous, but like, tell me your dosage and tell me the last time you had a shot. Like, thankfully, I never had like any like toxicity or anything like that, but typically, if I drink a few days in a row, like I'm expecting to have like a rough week this week or like feel a little off this week because I drank Thursday and then I had another drink last night and then I might have like a margarita or something at Benihana. I'll see what they have. Kind of like I think of it like I have to spend the rest of the week like recalibrating the touch screen on my DSi, like tapping the little dots in the corners and everything. Like, I feel like my equilibrium in my brain gets thrown off a little bit. The alcohol makes, like, my meds not work as well. So I do get a little bit, like, just feel a little off. Feel a little sad for no reason. And it passes, but I have a couple hours where I just need to lay down and take a nap because I just feel sad. And that's another reason why I'm like, I just don't want to drink too often because it makes my meds not work. And I would much rather be happy than, like, drunk for a few hours. So that's why I also just like don't drink more than a few times a year, because I'm just like it's not worth it, especially because it takes so much for me to get drunk anyway. I go to Chili's with my friends a lot, and like I love the idea of trying the Marg of the Month because they're usually very yummy, but like I'm not feeling anything off of that at all. Like I'm gonna need like 8 of those to even feel buzz, but I'm still putting alcohol in my system. So it's still going to throw off my medication. So it's just like, I'm just like, I'll just have Coke. I'll just have a water. Like, I don't care. So I'm very picky choosy about when I do drink. Typically, I save it for, like, when I go to a drag show. I love being a little drunk at a drag show. I love giving the pretty ladies my money. It's amazing. Which I need to go see some drag soon. I really do. I miss the girls. I haven't been, I don't know, last summer I think. It's almost Pride season, so I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of girls in LA that I wouldn't normally get to see. I'm so happy. Last year David was like, oh, Lydia B. Collins is gonna be in town. Like, we should go to Hamburger Mary's. And Hamburger Mary's West Hollywood is an institution. I will say their drinks are very, very expensive and not very strong, at least for me. I guess I do have to drink a lot, but it was a crazy bill. It was a crazy bill between the four of us. And the drag was amazing and the food was good, but the drinks were not very strong. And so I'll probably get like one drink if we ever go back, and I'll take a few shots before we leave. Like, I'm not gonna be buying drinks there, especially because I would love to like use most of my money to tip the girls, because they're working for tips typically. So I like to spend my money tipping the queens than on alcohol or food. But we went last year because we were like, oh, like Lydia's gonna be in town, that'll be so cool. And then like I'll get to be introduced to a bunch of like local girls as well who have not been on Drag Race, and that's always so fun because most of my favorite queens, like from back in New York and stuff, have never been on Drag Race. I have no idea if they even want to be on Drag Race. But shout out Kiki Ballchange, shout out Jada Valenciaga, amazing singer. Shout out Bootsy LaFerris. They all perform at Pieces. They're amazing. Castrata, great queens. But yeah, I don't really know any like LA queens really. So I was very excited to like get to see some drag. And we get there, and who walks out as the host of the night? It's fucking Morgan McMichaels. I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way is like a legend. We just happened to show up a night a legend is hosting. Like, it was amazing. Hi, Kebra. I hope everything goes okay. I'm sorry to hear things have been rough, but we all care about you very deeply. But yeah, so then so Morgan is the host, and then Morgan's two drag daughters performed, and they were awesome. And then Mariah starts doing a number. Rock'em Sakura does a number. I was like, bitch, this is like one of the most stacked shows I've ever fucking seen. It was such a wonderful show. They were amazing. I went up to many of them after the show and just like told them how amazing they were, gave them a couple extra dollars. They were all very sweet. It was a great night. So yeah, didn't really get drunk, but I had a great time. So that was nice. But yeah, that's really what I've been up to. That's all I have really to talk about lately. I appreciate you listening to my little podcast. It's nice catching up with you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been able to stream as much lately. Just been taking on a lot of extra work because I would like the money, and Trish always is like, hey, could you edit this? It's okay if you don't. Like, I can ask somebody else. But I like saying yes because I like, you know, she doesn't have to like stress like, oh, is this person gonna do the way Jimmy does it? The way I know. I very much appreciate that she has like a trust that like she doesn't need to proofread what I post. Like, I just get it. I know what should be in it, what should be cut, or how things should look. Like, so I like being that stability. So I like to take on whatever I have the bandwidth for. And I've had free time, and I'm trying to save up so we can potentially rent a house next year. Which would be like another fucking $1,000 in rent a month, on top of what we pay right now. So I'm like trying to really save this year and just be smart and take on extra work, so that way the dogs have a yard. That's what I want. I want the dog. Ruby's gonna be 5 in like a week, and she's been an apartment dog like basically her whole life. And we take her on walks, we take her to the field to run around, but like I want her to have a yard. She deserves it. Soda, he doesn't give a fuck. This is his favorite spot. When we take them to the field, he runs around for 2 minutes and he's like, okay, can you just like hold me for the rest of the day? But Ruby, like, you know, she's a big girl. She needs to gallop. So I really would love a yard for them. So I'm just trying to take on as much work as I can. But you know, it means I don't get to stream as much as I usually have. But I think the next few weeks, and then like this past week has been crazy. So, and then I was also like a little bit depressed recently, just for no fucking reason, just no reason. And I was just like, I don't want to be on camera. I love talking to everybody. Maybe one of these days I'll get like a cute little PNG of myself. Maybe I'll draw one so that way I can do streams and still talk but not be seen. Because I had no bandwidth to stream mentally. And I don't like leaving a stream feeling like I didn't give you guys like a good time. If I don't feel like I get to talk to the chat very much, or if I feel like I didn't have a lot of stuff to talk about, I very much treat my streams kind of like a podcast. I mean, this has been 2 hours of me just talking about my week, ad nauseum. So, and I prefer that. Like, that's my favorite thing. Like, I love playing a game, but like, to me, I feel the most like I did a really good job when I'm telling a story, because then I feel like, well, everything that made the stream good was all my contribution. You know, I love playing a game, don't get me wrong. I love streaming a game. I think that is very entertaining. But, you know, people are watching for the game just as much as they're watching for me. And sometimes I'm like, well, I really want to, like, I need to feel like I'm not just some fucking hack who people only watch because they like the game. You know, I like to feel like it's me that people are watching for. So if I feel like I'm not talking a lot during a stream, or I don't have much to say, I feel like I did a bad job, which is all bullshit, but that's just how my brain works. So yeah, I wasn't feeling super up to streaming a little bit in April, and was busy, but I should be good for the rest of the month. I don't really have too much going on my off days. Same for June. Like, I'll be going to Pride and stuff, but I'm not going to be going out of town or anything until like July. Hi, Mandome. I did biceps today. The pump's kind of gone down, but I'll do a little double arm. I haven't measured my biceps in a while. I should do that soon. Not today, though. I need to do it when I don't have a pump for the most accuracy, but thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you've been well. Yeah. Yep. Just a stream in front of that mirror you take selfies in, the girls would love it. I don't know if that would, the shit I've been taking lately, I don't know if that would fly on Twitch, but it's so stupid. But anyway, if you follow Jimby Vivo, I did post my fucking butt. I did take a fucking picture in a thong the other day because I was really feeling good about myself. And there's something really, I was talking to Dallas about it. I was like, it's so stupid that I feel on top of the world because I posted my butt on the internet. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was like kind of like I was taking charge of like my body and my autonomy and my sexuality, claiming ownership over it, and you know, it was something I was very insecure about for a really long time. So it felt like a victory in a weird way. So thanks to everyone. Thanks to my beloved reply guys. You make the world go round. My bisexuality. No, we still haven't taken the rice out of the car or the bucket. We're so stupid. We gotta. Maybe I'll go do that after my stream. Make a couple trips. It's just annoying because they part of the other reason why we haven't done it is they changed all the. Oh my god, they're gonna lay together. Oh my god. That's so cute, baby girl. You love your brother? They don't usually lay together very often because usually Soda will get up and then try to lick Ruby's butthole. And then she gets flustered and hates it and then leaves the room. So it's very rare that they end up laying very... Plus, like, when we're on the couch, like, Ruby lays in her spot. Ruby has her spot on the couch. She's laid in that spot on the couch for, like, 4 years. And Soda lays on my legs because he's little. So they're very rarely, like, next to each other, really. If they're... The closest they'll be is Ruby will be in her spot, and then Soda will be on the back of the cushion. So, like, she's here and he's here. Because he also lays on the corner. That's his spot. Higher up. But, yeah, oh my god, the baby is so cute. I don't know what they're so tired about today. Maybe just the vibes. I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about, but it was probably fucking stupid bullshit. Are you looking forward to the new Lego Batman game? I'm neutral. I haven't played any Lego games. I heard they're very funny. I would actually really like to play Lego Star Wars. I heard those are the funniest. But yeah, I've never really played any of the Lego games. But I think I would be down to play the Lego Star Wars games someday. Because I've seen all the Star Wars movies, you know, all the ones that matter, except for Rogue One. And I do want to see Mandalorian and Grogu, because I've seen the trailer for it in front of like every movie that I've seen this year, so like 6 or 7 times. And every time that little fucker makes me laugh. So I love it. I would like to see it. I haven't seen the Mandalorian show, so maybe I'll try to watch that first, but you're a good girl, Rube. I love you, baby. So have you heard 0 clips of Requiem? Yeah, I haven't seen anything from it yet. I would love to watch it with you guys, but I think I would get my stream fucking destroyed, so we could always pivot to like my sub Discord and I just like screen share, I guess. I don't know. I'll try to think about something tonight. I'm still not gonna watch it because I have to do a little work tonight, because usually I work on Sundays, but I'm gonna be seeing people tomorrow, so I'm gonna do it tonight, and then early tomorrow. But maybe sometime this week I'll try to like figure out a way I could like stream it on a website that I don't give a fuck about. Or like I'll make like a dummy YouTube channel maybe, or like a second Twitch or something, and I'll just like stream on that, and I'll tweet about it, because I would like to react to it. I think it'd be fun. Or we could listen along. Yeah. At the minimum, I'll just like screen share it on Discord, and then I'll just be in the chat with all of you guys. So. Yeah, I get what you mean now. We could all just like press play at the same time, but I don't actually play the video or the music, which I think would be very strange for people who come in the middle of it and have no idea what's happening. But, you know, for us, it'd be great. But I do want to react to it, because I loved reacting to Mayhem on stream, and I think this would be really fun, because I feel like there's some new shit or like some new versions of songs that have been teased. I really wanted to go to that. I did get, they filmed it a couple months ago, and it was like 2 weeks before I was going to be seeing Gaga anyway. And I got like an email with like an opportunity to potentially buy tickets in a lottery or some bullshit. And I was like, damn it. Like, I kind of want to do that, but I didn't end up doing that. Well, I'm kind of out of things to talk about, not gonna lie. I thought about playing a little Fortnite today, but I don't know if the game's updated, so I don't even know if I would be able to switch to it right now. Let me see. But they're doing, yeah, it's not updated, so it's gonna take like a half an hour, and it's probably gonna be even slower because I'm streaming. Damn. Well, I could check on my Tomodachi. I'll do like 15 minutes checking on my Miis, and then I'll probably wrap it up for tonight. Sorry I haven't been able to stream as much lately, but that's gonna change. I'll be pretty consistent for the rest of the month in June. We'll be back to Friday, Saturdays I stream, and it'll be great. Just a little busy bee lately, but I appreciate everyone sticking around and waiting for me. I miss you guys. I genuinely do. And I feel like getting to live life gives me stuff to talk about with you all, you know. I can't wait for the Yoshi streams. I have realized no matter how much I love Yoshi, I don't really care about those games. I find them almost stressful, which is so stupid. Like, I feel like I cannot move on to the next level until I found every little collectible. But I don't like looking up a guide to find those because I don't find it satisfying. So then I just end up playing like 2 levels and like lose my mind. Like I can't get very far. So I don't know if I'll be playing that. It also doesn't look like something I would want to stream either, which I kind of only really play games on stream unless it's like Fortnite or Overwatch nowadays. I've been actually playing a lot of Pokopia though in bed. Oh, hi, baby. They were laying with each other for a while. It was very cute. Yeah, huh. Okay, I'm going to show Pokopia real quick, actually. Hi, guys. She's getting pissed off.
Were you really?
Ruba. Jimmy stepping on that toe bad. Baby girl. Okay, I have not really, like, done anything in this biome at all since, like, for weeks. Like, I just kind of, I built all these houses, and I like them, but I kind of don't know what else I want to do. Like, the space is so confined. So I might start building out to some of the other islands, but I don't know. I'm a little overwhelmed by this game, not gonna lie. I've only just finally, like, had a little bit of inspiration lately, because I feel like I'm finally getting a lot of items that I want to use from the kiosk, and like those Sableye items were very cool. So but yeah, for a long time I just don't have any fucking recipes. The only recipes that I get in the kiosk every day are those stupid fucking music notepads every day, or like a rug. I'm like, it sucks. So I felt like that was part of the other reason why I haven't really done a lot of designing in this game. But I have been lately, so I'll do a little tour of, I showed off this a couple weeks ago, but I'll give a little refresher. I haven't really updated it since, but this is my beach, making a little port. I really hate, I have never seen an uglier tile set in a game than I have with this fucking tile. This like cream and gray. It's so fucking nasty, and the whole place is covered in it. It's so horrible. And then like the orange brick is nasty as fuck. I hate this. So I've been slowly replacing it all with much prettier tile, but it's been very overwhelming to do that as well. So I have not explored. What the hell? That cube is so crazy. I don't really need it, but I do want this. These are so hard to make, so. Nope, I don't want to give that. Okay. I usually just dump all of like the extra bullshit that I don't need. Those are so cheap. Doors, gates. There you go. Thank you. So yeah, this was like my first big project, was the beach, making a little cove for my water Pokemon, and this was very fun to build because I didn't really, it's a lot of like nature stuff, so I didn't need a lot of like items to make it look cute. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, especially this little area with all the stuff in it. It just looks so cute. But yeah, and then I haven't really done anything with the Rocky Ridges. It's like the one I've decorated the least. Maybe Palatown is actually the one I've done the least. But the Withered Wasteland, I have been putting a lot of focus into this. They're playing the season 1 of Pokemon anime at this restaurant. Why the fuck did they make Sabrina so scary? Yeah, she's really scary. They made her pretty scary in the manga as well. Like half the gym leaders in the manga are secretly like Team Rocket admins, which I think is a really cool idea that I kind of wish was explored in the games. Like Brock and Misty are good. I think Erica is a good person. But like Koga, Sabrina, Blaine is a good guy. Used to be bad because like he helped make Mewtwo, I think. But yeah, Koga, Lieutenant Surge, Sabrina, and Giovanni are all evil. Which like we knew Giovanni, but the other three are unique to the comics. So I've been really like decorating a lot here, making these like I really wanted to make at the very least this biome because it's like there's so few like industrial look. There's like not many buildings. It was like the most blank canvas without being literally Pallet Town, where it's like, okay, I need a little bit of terrain that's pre-made to work with. And my sort of inspiration is like trying to make a lot of the buildings seem like things the Pokemon would actually build themselves, like in Mystery Dungeon or something. So I've been building a lot of like pergola trellises, which is very like natural, nature focused builds where the Pokemon don't live in like a fucking apartment building, you know. They don't need that. They're you know, they're basically animals. They can live outside just fine, you know. So I've been doing that and making like cute little habitats, just like a grass habitat, but then surrounding it with cool stuff because it doesn't technically count as a house unless you put like a fence or a door. Hi, Typhlosion. How are you? Thank you. Typhlosion has been my fucking best friend lately. He's been helping me burn a lot of things I need. I wanted Sableye to move in here. I think the event is over, so he might be wandering around. Yeah, here he is. Hi. Follow me. I don't know if I put anything in here, so I might have to put some furniture down. So I'll just have him follow me around for a little while. And then I made a little house for Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and they both live here. And then Ralts moved in this because I made a little biome here. And I'll probably move him somewhere else once I get Curlia. I'll make a little house for them, but for now they're living here. Oops. There you go. Oh, I gotta get this. This might be something good. Looks like it's a trace of a Pokemon, maybe? No, a microwave. Okay. Cool. Very cool. But yeah, my second big project after the beach was I wanted to start building up on this cliff. And I still do, but it's a lot. So there was like just a huge wall here of just rock, and it took me like days of demolishing to like clear it out, and then I built a bridge, and it turned out so pretty. This is Charizard's house, Bulbasaur's house. I finally got both Plusle and Minun. Charmander's house. I made this little tent, and then I made, this is the actual habitat, the juice and iPad. It's very little, so I was able to just like plug it in here, and then this is Electabuzz's little house. He has a campsite. Oddish lives in here, but I'm gonna make it a better house. I don't know. I don't really like this tiny. I think it's very cute, but I'd rather keep it and just have it be vacant and have an actual house for Oddish because it's not very happy in there. And then I built this. This is like one of the prefab ones that you can like have Tinkaton build you. And then I built a little little cave in here for Blastoise and Wartortle, and then Squirtle like lives in the actual fountain here. And then this was my next project, so I started building this up here, and I built sort of a laboratory for Tangrowth, and making Tangrowth biome was so fucking annoying. So once I made it and completed the quest, I took it down. And like, this is his biome now. This bed with plush is his biome. But you know, all of his items are still here. He's very happy here. I need to make more electricity because all my shit is constantly losing power. But yeah, this has been my next like little area, and this was like pretty blank, so I was able to really like build it up how I want. So I made this little pond, and Volbeat and Illumise live here, and then they have like a little place where they can get away from the rain and they sleep. I'm still waiting for this. A Mareep is supposed to show up here, but I'm starting to wonder if it just can't show up in this biome. It has to maybe be in the Bleak Beach or something. I don't know. Some Pokemon are biome specific. This is Typhlosion's house, and this is actually Typhlosion's biome, fireplace and couch. And I painted the couch. It was like the Team Rocket couch. I painted it. Up here, Chatot lives here. I love putting the bird Pokemon on top. So a lot of like my bird Pokemon, you can kind of see down there. I put little bird houses and some nests. Combi and Vespiquen live in those flowers. Up here, Clefable lives up here weirdly. She flew up here and was like, I would like to live here. I was like, okay. I'll probably give her a real house at some point, but for now she lives here with Swablu. But yeah, Murkrow lives over here. Honchkrow lives over here for now, but I want to get them a better house. They like it dark, so I want to build like a little cave for them instead. Chatot lives up here. This was kind of inspired by a build I saw on Instagram where somebody made like an elevated campsite lookout, and I thought this was really cute. So I put Flaffy here. Blossom lives in this hut because I do like the prefab houses. I just am I have to be very picky about where I place them because I hate having to demolish them and then move them somewhere else. So I'm trying to mix them in with ones that I've made myself as well, like these pergolas. And then Vileplume lives over here at this like bush, and then I cover it with like a cute little awning to like really feel like it's the entrance to like you know, a tourist park. I put the sign. There's a bench. Really makes it feel like it's like a park. Yeah, I want Snivy to move here. I just got Snivy in my Skylands, but I think there's a quest I have to do for her. So she will not follow me at the moment. I have to complete it. I want to move Torchic here as well. I don't really feel like Torchic fits at the beach. Same with Blaziken. I would like to move them here. But yeah. Nobody's ever selling anything here. But maybe today, finally. Yay! Oh my god. Fucking finally. I will take these, please. These are beautiful. No, I actually want those. Let's see. I don't need more beans. I have plenty. We're good. Thank you, Diva. The menu signs outside means there's someone selling. Oh, really? I put this here. But my other Pokemarts don't have it. And no one ever fucking shows up inside. That's crazy. Okay. So I guess I should put that outside of all of them. That is so silly. But thank you for letting me know. Okay, let's go for... Oh, and I had Dusclops move in, but I don't know if I'm going to keep him here. I might move him somewhere else. Probably to the Rocky Ridges, because I actually just don't have a lot of Pokemon there, and I think it would be cool to have him live there with like all the fossil Pokemon. Same with Crobat. Crobat moved in here, and I've been keeping him just because like it's nice to have another Pokemon while I'm working in this area to like chop wood for me, but I don't think he really fits here. I'd like to have him live in the Rocky place, which is where I moved Golbat and Zubat. So Davy Jones, thank you for the 11 months. Thank you, thank you. Yay, money. I needed it. Take pictures, hype it up. Fresh coat of paint. Okay, I'll do those later. See, like, I don't need this, but I will take this. This is sick. Thank you. Finally, a good fucking recipe. But like, I don't want the fucking music notes every time. I almost have them all. So I've been like really trying to get them. That was the thing. I wasn't buying the recipes that I didn't want. But that means that they were still in rotation. So I've been really trying to buy them just so that they won't show up again. And they will potentially be something good. So I finally started to get recipes that I want. Because I've been clearing all the like the rugs and the music mats out of the rotation. But oh my god, it's so annoying. So annoying. I would love to have an infinite amount of this. These are my favorite house in the game. But I think in order to do that, I have to reach level 10. Or maybe do some quests or something. So I haven't bought one in a while. I also don't have any legendaries. I would like to get Articuno and Zapdos and Suicune and stuff like that at some point. I wanted to have someone live here, but I don't really have one at the moment. Onyx does not have a home. Let's see who doesn't have a home. I'm going to do Sableye today, but I don't actually know who else is homeless. Okay, so just them. I do want to move Onyx somewhere. Probably to the Rocky Ridges. I don't really think he fits in here, despite him being part of the plot for this biome. But let me get some materials for Sableye's house, because I don't think there's actually any furniture inside. Let's see. I have a slate. I should put those in. I still need Rampardos' tail and Tyrantrum's head. Some of the only fossils I'm still missing. I'll give you one of these chairs. And a hammock. That'd be cute. I wish I had more of the Sableye items. I could probably time travel back in time and get some more. Or I could just copy them. I have a ton of Pokemetal. I spent a day just like strip mining on a dream island as Graveler for Pokemetal. Like I'm playing fucking Minecraft. And it was a great idea. I came back with like 300. My poor little Charmander worked so hard to make it all. Not too much furniture that's already made. Let's see. Let's see what I can craft. Oh, he might like this. A crystal ball. It's pretty cute. Oh yeah, I finally got some really cute shelves. Oh my god. It's made me actually want to decorate my interiors. Oh, I'm carrying too much stuff. Okay. Oops. I just fucking dump. I'm so bad with my storage in this game. But I finally put, like, pretty much all my materials in this same house. So at the very least, I could just come in here and get all of it. But I have rare Pokemetal. I can, like, take some pictures of the Sableye items and copy them. There's a lot of good recipes if you level up Pallet Town. I should spend some time doing that. I haven't streamed this game very much in a while because I just didn't have a lot of inspiration. I will buy these because I'm always running out of these. I also don't know what that green thing is, but I'll take it because I've never seen it before. Take that. I don't need it. Thank you. Okay. I do love these Hoppip items. They're some of the best in the game. And I love that I can just copy them. Okay. Cute. I wish I could take pictures of more things, but I'm running out of space. But I can at the very least take a picture of this sleeping bag. I think. Okay, yeah, that's my 20. 20 photos. What other pictures could I get rid of that I have recipes for now? Hang on. Camera. Album. Okay. I don't need this. I was using it for a build. Delete. I have this recipe now, so I could delete this. The vines are so nice to just be able to copy because I use them a lot. Oh, I don't need this. I have this recipe now too. The vines are really fucking annoying to try to harvest. So I copy and paste them all the time. And they only take like 2 Pokemetal. Maybe, honestly, I think just 1 to copy them, which is very useful. So, okay, let's take some more pictures now of the Sableye items. This is Garbodor's house. He just moved in. I want to make him like an actual dump somewhere. Oops, I did it wrong. Oops, I did that wrong too. Okay. Copy. Treasure. Let's see. Camping chair. Adventure kit. And this lantern. This lantern is awesome because it doesn't need electricity. It just turns on. Or maybe I'm thinking of this one. Yeah, I'm thinking of this one, the oil. Never mind. There we go. Okay, come on, Sableye. Let's make some items for you. I love him. I love Sableye. He's so cute. I love a little gremlin. I don't know if Impidimp is in the game. I hope he is. Apparently, there have been some leaks about potential DLC for this game. And, you know, I'm taking them with a grain of salt, but apparently it's like 4 new fucking biomes and like 100 new Pokemon or something crazy like that. And I'm like, sign me the fuck up. I would love to be even more overwhelmed. I saw somebody... It's so funny. People can play this game however they want. But I saw... It's so funny, like, the types of people that are just, like... They don't give a fuck about Pokemon. They just want, like, a game to build cute shit. I saw a video today of somebody... They were showing their, like, beautiful, like, city that they built. And then they have, like, this corner where all the Pokemon's biomes are, like, all on top of each other. Just, like, hidden away. And I'm like... That's so sad to me. Like, what's so fun is seeing the Pokemon walk around and interact with all the stuff. But, you know, people can play this game however the fuck they want. But I just thought it was very interesting. Like, it's very much Animal Crossing, where all their villagers live on the beach. And, like, they just fucking treat it like they're playing The Sims, you know? Oh, there's tons of stuff in here. Well, let's add more. Let's see. We can put a chair. Oh, and it's painted. It copies the paint. That's so cool. I really love this tent. I kind of wish I bought more kits so that way I could put them in other biomes. I don't know if I can take a picture of the tent and get more setup kits. So I might have to time travel for those, but yeah, they're really pretty. Where does Sableye rank on your freaky little guy scale? Pretty high. Pretty high, I gotta say. Can I put stuff on the wall here? Probably not, because it's not like a solid wall. It's okay. And we'll do a little... crystal ball. Treasure map. And what else we got for this little man here? That's it. Would you like to move in here? This is like the most furnished interior for like any of my Pokemon. This is so crazy. I want to paint this yellow. This hammock. That looks cool as fuck. How's your comfort level? It's great. Would you like you'd like some luxury decorations? Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, I don't know how to do that for you in here. So sorry. So you're just gonna have to settle for great instead of awesome, but that's fine. Okay. I'm going to switch to Tomodachi now. And I'm actually going to set my in-game clock. Well, I don't need to see my Mii's birthday. I don't really care. I was going to set it to my in-game clock so that way it would be like my Mii's birthday, but I don't care. I don't think it's not like Animal Crossing. I don't think anything crazy happens. Oh, but I guess it's my like player birthday, so I should do it. I'll switch the clock. Because I didn't sign in. Because I think one of my Mii's is going to have a baby. You time travel, you don't get new items. So if I time travel back, the event doesn't happen. So there's no point. I just kind of missed it. You will? Oh, like my shops won't update? That's fine. Because they're probably new anyway from the other day. I'll keep the time the same. I think Hannah and Anne might have their baby. It's been a couple days since they asked me about it. So I'm curious what will happen. I have not checked on this game in like a week. I'm very curious what's been going on. I need to make Kebra, Huntober, and Jargon.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news.
I have been wanting to do that.
Now here's some news worth celebrating.
Jimby turns 29.
Jimby is celebrating birthday number 29. We now take you live to his birthday party.
And I want to do that today. Oh my god, the little buff on the cake. That's so funny. This is crazy. I might not make the Mies today still, even though I wrote down that I wanted to do it, just because I do need to end soon. And I want to take, I'd like to take at least like 40 minutes per me, because I'm very particular.
Thanks.
This is a pretty big crowd.
Boo.
We asked residents for their reaction.
This is the best news I've heard in a while.
Oh, thank you, Anne.
Let's celebrate today.
Bryant Park!
Thanks for
Wow.
watching.
You taking 20 days to make each me like God. I do. Because I really, it's like an art for me. Oh, someone wants to talk with you.
Surprise. We have a baby.
This is the first baby.
It's so cute. Do you think it's a boy or a girl?
Either would be great. The no mouth. No mouth.
We like the name Aubrey. What do you think?
Well, Aubrey is a very cute name. So I will stick with
What kind
Aubrey.
of personality do you think our kid will have?
Who knows?
We're going to raise this kid with all of the love and care in the world. But we hope you'll keep an eye out for our child too.
I can't believe it has no mouth. That's so crazy. I will
Aubrey.
be giving it a mouth, I think,
Oh, Aubrey.
when it's old enough to edit. They're feeding it shit!
Poo-poo platter. She spoke.
Her first word was poo-poo platter. Hey, baby, come here.
Bye.
Oh my god. This is so stupid. It's her favorite food. Oh, she does have a mouth. running around with the poop. Why does it look like Vanilla Mace?
I noticed something with the orange chicken you got.
Yeah.
They filled it way too much. So I had a couple pieces.
Okay. Wow. How beautiful. So many amazing moments. Oh my god, she's fully grown. Oh. That's, bitch, that's Vanilla Mace.
Right there. Thank you. I'm old enough to live on my own now. This island is pretty comfortable, so I wouldn't mind living here. But there's where do you think I should live?
Live on the island.
Sounds good to me.
Stick around with us, Diva. Age 0. Oh, she's hetero. Not you having a straight baby. Absolutely not. Aloof. Logical, tenacious, and cautious. Speaks matter-of-factly. Imaginative and inspired. Happiest when creating something. Finds beauty in everyone and everything.
I'm now a full-fledged resident. Thanks for looking out for me.
What will be Anne's nickname?
Hey, Anne.
Mommy.
Good evening, Mommy.
And Mama.
Hey, Mama.
Oh my god. It looks like someone wants to talk with you. What's up? Oh! Oh, yay! This is cute.
Happy birthday, Baggett.
Thank you.
Congrats on 29 years. I hope this year brings you plenty of happiness and hope.
You're 29. Wow, you're looking great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This fucking Evangelion bullshit, dude.
Celebrate with you next year too.
Thank you for always looking out for us.
Looking forward to seeing what you get up to next.
Congratulations.
Time to party.
You've got this.
Is it gonna be every resident on the fucking island? Oh no, it stopped. Save. That was very cute. It was worth changing the clock for that. That was awesome. Oh, Dallas is mad.
Grr,
Who are you mad at?
I'm in the middle of a fight.
With who? I'll get someone to help. Who's he fighting with? Danny! Oh shit. The standoff.
Regret. Baby bridge. Then we're all now friends. Regardless. You say that. Okay, how did you say this?
Huh?
You need to settle this.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Here's a birthday cake.
Young.
It was your birthday too. Cake and candy. Cake, cake and candy. Cake and candy. Wow. His number one is birthday cake. Would you like cheesecake?
Yum.
He liked it. Is there anything little I can just fill up? No? Okay. You need to solve the argument here. Jimmy is really trying to cheer Dallas up. Milk cake, milk cake, milk cake, milk cake.
You're so funny.
Come on in.
Phew, that helps. Okay, I'll
Do
go
not
try
eat
to
his
catch
food.
things up.
How's this gonna go?
Sorry about before.
He's not over it.
I won't forgive you.
Hey, ay, ay, ay. Things didn't go so well.
We couldn't patch things up. Danny and I didn't make up. I guess life's just hard sometimes.
Damn, I have something for you. Let's go to the shop. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I had to put soda in the bedroom with Dallas because he was barking. I'm gonna buy this. And he needs a new hat. I wish this was in another color because he already has it. I'll give him this. Create outfit. A little sweater. Some cute little shorts. A pigtail. That's hilarious. I'll give him the little teddy bear tail. Maybe I'll give him a different shirt. He hates stripes. He fucking hates when I wear stripes. I'll give him this. He would wear this. Maybe the blue. No, I'll do the green. Yeah, this music is very Halloween-y. I like it. It doesn't look good. Dog tail? That's kind of cute. Oh no, let's do headphones. He wears headphones to the gym. And they're noise canceling. Thank you. Headphones on. Try dipping the headphones in the on. How decadent. Let me look at the shorts. Any other ones? want to buy new shoes too. He would wear these. They match the headphones too. Here you go. That make you feel better? Barely. Let's try food. Would you like some liver?
Sigh.
My dad, I remember growing up, he said that he likes liver. And I remember thinking that that was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. I got Dallas cheesecakes for his birthday. Let's see if
Sigh.
Digital Dallas likes them too. Nope. Damn. Let's see. Pot full of grits!
Sigh.
Pot full of grits! Okay. Well, I did what I could. Hi, Mel. Haven't seen you in a little while, penis. Who give a shit? Having some pretty strange dreams lately. Would you like some miso soup? I got egg drop soup from PF Chang's the other day, and I was sad that I didn't really like it. I really wanted to, because I love soups, but I didn't like it very much. Let's see. Kind of given Mel like all the quirks. Oh, I've never given them a greeting? Okay, well, never mind. Was it your first egg drop? Yeah, I'd never had it before. That's hilarious. I love when they hit that fucking expression. It's so funny. Would you like some spinach? They did not like spinach. Okay. Would you like some shrimp? Too much for me right now. Okay. See you later, Mel. Anybody else got some major problems going on? What's going on with Danny? Oh, he's looking at ants. Love that. What's David's problem? David fell. Help him.
Are you alright? Please help me. Well, this is really strange.
Yeah, and he spilled his coffee.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and trust you. You're so kind. Don't worry about it. Scapple, please.
Frolics away.
Open noise, please.
Okay.
Tindalonga.
Hi, Reba.
Huh?
What's going on?
Got a sec? I want to chat.
Okay, what's up?
Everyone has certain things that annoy them. Big guy? Would you tell me about a thing that drives you mad?
Oh, absolutely. A rude ass bitch. I do not like when people are inconsiderate of others in a public space.
Rude ass bitch? Rude ass bitch?
They don't leash their dog. They listen to fucking TikToks without headphones. They're on the phone in the gym. They're playing music on the bus. I fucking hate it. They litter. I hate it.
Are you sure? Did you really just say a rude ass bitch?
I hate it. Would you like a sausage? It's not quite a corn dog, but we'll work on it. Well, I love it. I wish there was a good enough southern accent in this game.
Welcome.
But I couldn't really figure it out. Damn, she just got born and she's already fucking working. Life's tough on Wetsy Island. Would you like a steak, Reba?
That's too much for me
Too
right
filling,
now.
okay. I'm watching my weight. Would you like this?
Yum.
Yum. I don't know what that is. Okay. She loves fudge. Great. Bye, girl. Okay. Let's talk to Jimby. And this will be the last thing I do. Just check on him.
I was hoping you'd stop by to chat.
Oh.
I've been thinking it might be time for Delicat and me to move into a new home. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so too. Should I bring along anyone I've been living with?
Don't bring them. Well, I liked that house in that spot. Could I move Alex's house instead? I guess I'll just move them here and then just move them again. They said it's not working out. I would like to not live with Alex. She's crazy. Okay, I gotta change their name to the Gays again. They said we don't want a third anymore. Yeah. Because one of them is gay. Yummy, Papi Chulo. Hello. Thank you, thank you. How are you?
The Gates. They'll be known as the Gates.
I need to put the trademark. Here it is. And then I need to change it so they don't pronounce it.
They'll be known as the Gates unregistered
Stop
trademark.
it! Stop it!
The Gates unregistered trademark. They'll be known as the Gates unregistered trademark.
Oh my god. Okay. Back to English. The gays.
They'll be known as the Gates.
Yes.
Then we shall be. Thanks for the excellent. I hope you'll keep.
Dallas is so sad. He's still sad from fighting with Danny. Any more quirks that I haven't given?
I speak with a loud voice. I speak with a loud.
Not really. I'll give him street dancing. That shit's funny as hell. People have been making some incredible designs in this game with like all the custom items. They've been making custom buildings, custom streets. I'm like, oh my god, it's a little overwhelming, not gonna lie. Same with Pokopia. Like, it's taken me a while to like figure out how the game works to really feel inspired to decorate. Plus, everything in this game costs money, and it's not very easy to get money. So, oh, this is Mel reporting from the scene. Happiness levels have been raised over 100 times. As you can see, Wetsy residents have gathered to show their appreciation of Big Guy. Thanks. Oh, a heart. Thank you.
Big
Big
guy.
guy.
We give
We
you.
give you
Our
our
turn.
thanks.
Wow, a platinum trophy. Jesus Christ.
What a wonderful performance.
That baby that's known you for 0 days being here feels performative, I know.
I'm David, and you're up to date.
I give up.
I give up. Damn.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I forgot I had him say that. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. There we go. All right, let's go to the fountain. Yay. Level 50. Any new homes? Failed outlaw set. It's a fucking jail cell. Oh my god. That's hilarious. He's breakdancing. All right. Okay. Well. That was great. Okay, everyone. Thank you for watching. Just hit the 3-hour mark. I'm going to tap out for today. I'll try my best to be back on Tuesday. I do have shit to do tomorrow. But it'll be fun. But yeah, I'll do my best to be live Tuesday. Okay? I promise. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Love you all. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Both here and on Twitter over the weekend. Means a lot. Thank you. Love you all. Good night.